Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we're going to make a necklace, or not a necklace, a bracelet using the Jesse James Magical Mystery Bead Box for August. Okay, so first of all, our little words for wisdom today are, no beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. And I thought this card was very appropriate because Sarah from Jesse James Beads signs all of her emails with all heart. So I thought that was very appropriate. Okay, so we're using the Jesse James Autumn Woods collection from August 2021 of the Magical Mystery Bead Box, and I will show you everything that you're going to need. I'll have a link in the description box below as well if you're wanting to subscribe to this, and I will also link the unboxing. Okay, so you're going to need a length of chain. Now, this has to be a certain kind of chain. So this is a Figaro chain. You don't have to use a Figaro chain, but you have to use a chain that has bigger links in coordinating with smaller links. Okay, so big, small, just like that. And that's kind of important. And these links, I would say, are about 8mm links. So they do need to be fairly large. Now this is repurposed from another bracelet that I had. So I've already got the lobster claw hooked on and some extender chain. So go ahead, you will need a lobster claw or whatever kind of clasp you want to use. If you're using a lobster, you can put some extender chain on there. But you do need a fairly chunky size chain. And this is, counting the lobster claw, this whole thing actually is 12 inches, but the length that we're going to be beading on of this chain is actually right about 7 inches, okay? So I've got 7 inches of chain, and then I have my lobster. Okay, then you're going to need the mushroom. So I've used beads from all of the mixes that they had this month. I thought they were so pretty. So you're going to need the mushroom. You're going to need the leaf from the Little Falling Leaves collection. I have 2 oval jump rings here that I'm going to be hooking these on with. And then you're going to need a bunch of the beads. So you can pick whatever beads you want. I'm using all of the frosted glass beads out of each collection. I'm using all of the ceramic beads that were in the box. They're so cute. I'm using all the bead caps, the yellow bead cap, or the gold bead caps, and the yellow heishi beads. So I'm using all of those. And I'm using all of the little daisy spacers, these little tiny gold ones that were in there. And these ceramic beads and these little rondelles. So it's totally up to you what beads you want to use, but those are the ones that I'm using. And we're going to take this chain and we're going to hook the beads in kind of a unique fashion through these larger links that are in this chain. Okay, you're going to need head pins, a bunch of head pins. These are 20 gauge, they're about 2 inches long. Okay, my head pins are. And I think besides your jewelry tools, that's everything that you're going to need. So get your stuff together. You can use any beads that you have and come on back and we'll get started with this. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is find the middle of my chain. So my way of doing that, let me zoom this in just a tad. Okay, my way of doing that is I fold my chain over. And as you can see, my 2 end links, my 2 large links here, not counting my extender, okay? I'm just counting the part we're going to be beading on. These 2 links, and here's my middle, okay? I'm going to take this eye pin. I'm just going to mark the middle of my chain right here. Or this head pin. It's a head pin. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook my little charms on here. So, I'm going to hook my mushroom charm on one side. And I'm going to hook my leaf charm on the other side. So that's pretty easy. Let's just go ahead and do that. Go ahead and get your pliers, hook your mushroom, or whatever charm you're using. They had the cutest little charms in this box this month. I've actually got several tutorial trays sitting out here. So this is what I do whenever I get one of these boxes. This one, Bargain Bead box, whatever box I'm creating out of, Sam's. I take these little trays, so this is Bargain Bead box, and I put everything I need for that specific tutorial in the tray. And then I set the tray aside, and so then I can just grab a tray, do a tutorial. So I've got this one set up for Jesse James. I've got 1, 2, 3, looks like 4 more trays set up over here to do Jesse James tutorials out of this box. So yeah, I really enjoyed the box this month. I enjoyed the colors. I enjoyed the theming. I enjoyed just the cute little charms and beads. So yeah, loving it. All right, let's go ahead and close these up. Make sure your jump rings are closed really well. And as you can see, I hooked one charm on one side and one charm on the other side of this link in the middle. So that gives us our middle point. Now we know we need to work this way from both sides. So we're going to make a bunch of little connectors. They're going to be connectors. So let me show you how I'm going to do it. And the way I'm going to do this is on each large link, probably not the 2 right here. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am going to use these 2. Okay, so I'm going to take, and I'm going to make an identical dangle for this side and identical dangle for this side. Now you could mix it all up if you want to, but I don't want to. I want my one side to match my other side, okay? Now, however you want to arrange the beads in it all, it's totally up to you. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to make these. This is without a one-step looper. This is just regular, you know, old-fashioned making your own loops. So I'm going to put my Heishi bead on, and then I'm going to put my little ceramic bead on. I am bending this at a 90-degree angle. Okay. Then I'm taking my plier and I'm going to make a little bit bigger loops this time than I normally do. I usually don't like my loops to be very big, but I need these to be a little bit big because they're going to be connecting to each other. So I've left this much wire, which is more than I usually do. And I'm just going to roll a loop back. So I'm going to grab it right here, and I'm just going to roll this loop back. Okay, just like this. Close it up. And there we have a little bit of a misshapen loop because I think my eye pin was bent a little bit, so, but it's okay. All right, so there's one loop for that side. That loop's kind of bad. Don't look at that too closely. Let's try this again. So put our Heishi bead on and our ceramic bead. Usually my loops turn out a little better than that guy. They're really not going to show, but still, you know. Bend that at 90 degrees. Go ahead and trim this off. And then we're going to grab it on the end here, and we're just going to roll this back. Yeah, that loop looks a lot better. There he is. See, I can do it. All right. And so that's what I'm going to do on each of these large links all the way down my chain, okay? So let's do one more. So next I have this frosted glass and these little spacer beads. So I'm going to put my spacer bead on, and you do need to make sure that these things don't come off the end of your head pin because sometimes they can. And I'm going to make a 90-degree angle here. I'm going to go ahead and trim it. And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm just going to create my loop. And they really are way bigger loops than what I normally do, but like I said, they're going to need to connect, so that's why I'm doing them this way. Okay, add these beads on. 90-degree angle. Go ahead and trim your wire. And then roll this loop back. Okay, just like that. All right, so you need to do that for each large link down your chain. Now, if you measured your chain the same as I did, you're going to have 7, well, it depends on what kind of chain you have. I'm going to have 7 links down each side. So 14 total, doubled, 28. So I've got 14 on this side. I'm going to have 14 on this side. Okay, so go ahead and make all your links and come right back and we'll keep going. Okay, so I've got all of my dangles already made up for each side. Okay, and now all we're going to do is connect them. So I'm going to start down here on the end. I'm going to take this little dangle, open up my loop, You're going to have to pick your bracelet up for this. We're going to put the loop right through here, through this link, or yeah, chain link. And this is a little fiddly. I really should have just opened this one too, but I didn't. So I'm going to open this one. And basically what we're doing is we are connecting the loops to each other through the chain link. Okay, so technically I didn't need to open both loops, but like I said, I do things the hard way apparently all the time. So I did open both loops. That was kind of silly. Let's close this loop. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so here we go. Now you want to make sure that it does not get stuck on the link of the loop, okay? It needs to go through the loop and be through this guy and then closed. The chain link just needs to be in the middle of both of these loops. It doesn't need to be through one. So like this, before I close this guy up, just like this, I have to make sure that that chain link is not up in the loop. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. You don't want the chain link to be up in the loop. You just want these two guys to be connected through the chain link. And you want to make sure that they are closed really good, because if they're not, then somehow, believe me, that chain link will get in there and it'll mess everything up. So there's our first one. So we have our little charms in the middle, and here's our first little link of beads on there. Okay, so now I'm going to do the second one. Same exact thing, except for I'm not going to open both loops this time because that was silly. I'm going to open one though. I was just making sure that other one was closed real good. So the next big link, we're going to go directly through it with our little loop here. I'm just going to lay it through there. I'm going to hook this one to it, and then I'm just going to close this one up. Make sure that it's closed good and that your chain is not any way, shape, or form up in the loop. Okay, we'll make sure everything is closed up real good. And that's looking good. So there's our second little links through there. Okay, so then we've got these frosted glass beads. And same thing. I'm going to open this guy up. Maybe. There we go. Going to stick it right in here. And I found it's kind of easy if you hold the bottom of the bead and just lay the chain across it like that. Then you can hook that one in and close this one up. It's a little tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. And it turns out really cute. So I'm just making sure this one's closed up really good so that my chain doesn't get up in the loop or the loop doesn't slide out from the other one. Okay, and this one, make sure it's closed up really good as well. Okay, and there is our third little connection. So we want to attach those the whole way down our bracelet, okay, just like this. I laid them out in the way I wanted the colors to go, but you know, like I said, you can mix it up, you can do them the same, however you want to do it. So just attach them all the way down till you get to the end. Okay, so I'm back and I've got all of my little dangles hooked on, or connectors, whatever you want to call them. I think they look really cute. And I've decided I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim up this extender chain just a bit. Like I said, this was on a previous bracelet that I had, and it doesn't need to be this long. That's like a huge long extender chain for a bracelet. So I'm just going to take this off. And I wanted to put the leaf on the bottom, this other leaf from the Falling Leaves little collection. I'm going to go ahead and just put this leaf on here. And it will just be a dangle on the end of this extender chain, which doesn't want to open. Oh, I could see the line there, I thought, but obviously not. There we go. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick this right on. You could attach it with a jump ring if you wanted, or you can make another dangle. You could put a bead on there, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to attach it right on and close this link back up. There we go. And there we have it. It's our cute little bracelet. So when you put it on and wear it, these little dangles are just going to flop all over the place. You can wear it as tight or as loose as you want, but there's our little mushroom in the middle. So let me put it on a little bracelet form here, and I will be right back. Okay, so here we have it. It's really, really cute. I like the way that hooking these through the chain links kind of makes them stand up like this instead of just flopping like dangles, but I think it's really cute. So there's our little mushroom and our leaf. And yeah, I like the way this turned out. Love, love, love the colors. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I have a link below. You can subscribe if you'd like to. If not, please like it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. And like I said, I will have a lot more tutorials coming from this Magical Mystery bead box coming up here real soon. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.